Guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. I've recorded this once, but if you could tell, my voice is absolutely shot with a sore throat. But one of the craziest days in Apex Legends competitive that I've seen in quite some time. Just want to give a warning here. My voice is going to crack. I'm going to sound stupid, but I literally can't help it. It's too much editing to keep stopping and repeating the same thing because the voice cracks. So just make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. As always, I'm probably going to keep this one a little bit shorter as I really don't want to kind of, I guess strain my voice too much. A couple little roster changes I wanted to mention here. This is from APAC North. Sanyo or Sano, I can't really remember how to pronounce this, but we talked about Donuts just the other day, has decided to part ways as the coach for Donuts USG. And then also we saw Heroes from Wrath LKGG. Basically, they made a response here saying it's time to announce that Wrath LKGG and Heroes journey is unfortunately over. Our Norwegian is going to explore other opportunities, and of course we can only wish him the best for a professional and a tryharder like him. Good luck, brother, and never forget to be hashtag Heroes. So just a little bit of roster updates as we approach this London LAN and the next Pro League for Split 2 that I wanted to mention. Now, the big one for today that we definitely needed to discuss, XSET's pro player Sykes made this tweet earlier exposing a Discord DM between ESA's Pro Player Caprah. TSM ImperialHal got involved in this as well to kind of like tame down the situation there. Coach Raven got involved as well. So XSET Sykes says everyone's next player up, by the way, and then kind of giving the clown emoji. If you guys can see the DMs on screen right now, Caprah basically saying, do you want a 1v1? Luda saying, I'm hanging with Sykes until I have to eat. Proceeds to say that that guy blows and blah, blah, blah. Then also says Sykes needs to blank himself and some other stuff as well. I don't want to get demonetized, so I won't say everything, but you guys can read it all on screen right now. And then basically that Discord DM got leaked out. Raven proceeds, the coach of TSM, to respond to this, saying maybe we should help a kid instead of putting his mistakes on display in front of totally sane hundreds of thousands of people on social media. Nocturnal, which is XSET Sykes' teammate, it says like hundreds of people haven't tried that already. So both XSET players are obviously very ticked off with this. And then Raven's coach once again responds saying this is only going to make an angry 16-year-old even more angry. That should be obvious. ImperialHal also saying sometimes the hard way is the only way, Raven. So basically just saying sometimes you just need tough love. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way. However, it did not end there. Caprah made a response of his own saying, too long didn't read, I will no longer be attending the upcoming London event as we a team have made a decision. I know and will own up to my mistakes that I have made in the past year, and I'm sorry to everyone that believed in me, and I will most likely not be playing Split 2 Pro League. As a competitor, ImperialHal responds, it hurts for this to be the result after all the work of Pro League, and I wish there was a world where you would still play, but I understand your actions are wrong and improve as a player. I've been in your exact shoes before where I was at as a great player. And then Caprah made a response here saying there will be no point for me to compete in this game. They've opened up my eyes and I won't play Apex ever again competitively. I don't know if I'm wasted talent, but there's no spot for me anymore in this community. And to me, that just sounds like a very emotional 16-year-old currently trying to figure out what he's trying to do. And I think maybe if you just give it a couple of days to calm down, maybe he'll come back. Maybe he won't quite leave. He has done a lot of great work in the Apex Legends pro scene and definitely a very, very talented player. ImperialHal makes the response here saying, well, I know obviously today is the day of everything happening and that's the way you feel, but I can assure you that the right people will welcome you. You are welcome to play with me on stream because I do believe you'll change and have great talent. I understand your reputation might be tarnished and believe you are on the outside of the circle right now, but if you continue to stream and prove your improvement as a person, people will have no choice but to give you a chance again. Never react on emotion and think before you do. I still have to go through that in my life too. Giving the young lad a lot of really great advice, and even Wounded basically just saying WW advice from the CEO. I've seen a lot of people really be on the aggressive side of this. You'll basically just say, look, we don't need to give this guy a chance. He needs to be exiled from the community. Cancel culture absolutely just going off. I think there is a difference between cancel culture and just having consequences for your actions, but I think there are some people that are taking it to the extreme. But I do think that there are some people that are taking it to the extreme that don't even want to allow the opportunity for a 16-year-old to learn and grow from it, and definitely get under the wing of people who are older, more mature, and can teach this young guy a little thing or two about life. Now, his teammate also made a response here, Phony from Team ESA, saying regarding the situation with Caprah, yes, I understand that what he said was wrong. I'm not trying to justify it by any means. Mentally, Caprah has been looking to get better for a while now, and even though it may not seem seem like it, the kid has come to me and done his best in every way to speak to me about his concerns and how to get better physically and mentally. Caprah has had trouble some days in fighting his emotions, and sometimes he cannot control them, so it leads to him to act off on emotion rather than thinking on things logically. Phony also made a response, last one, saying, like I said, I'm not justifying it by what he said by any means. I just ask that you don't bash the kid for the mistake that he has made. This is a lesson that he should learn from and not be fighting for the rest of his life. Love you all, Phony. And I think honestly that's what I agree with most. You know, even Crusader saying, look, let's just go on the record here. The R word is a slur, period. Don't say it. Encouraging suicide is wrong, punishable by law. If you are going to pursue a career as a public facing figure, accept that words and actions have consequences, and your age will not bar you from the consequences of any above. I think it's a good statement, and I think I kind of agree, but I also don't want to take that to the extreme. There was a response here that I can't find from someone over in Valorant that basically said, and she was basically saying, you know, like, I agree, all makes sense. I just think some people are taking it to the extreme and don't want to allow anybody the room to grow and get better. I found it. So basically saying, I think cancel culture is still toxic, and the same type of public scrutiny and shame will never help kids get better. It only makes more bitter and more rebellious. And I think that's honestly true as well. Crusader said he couldn't agree, but I think that it is true, honestly. And then also you just kind of think about the fact that I think there's some people that are on the aggressive side on this that also don't want to air out their dirty laundry. Like, they're always quick to say, oh, screw this guy, I can't believe he said this, exile from the community, doesn't need to be here. But then, like, what if we pulled up what you were saying when you were 16? Even this guy Urban, a pro player, saying, I'm not excusing it, obviously what he said was wrong, but I feel like everyone at some point at that age has said some really much worse stuff as well. And a lot of the people in the comments that are like always trying to get rid of these people, you know, a lot of times that we see cancel culture, the next week the people that we're canceling are getting canceled because they said something stupid as well. And it's like, look, they're not putting themselves on the same level to realize we're all pretty stupid, we've all made some dumb mistakes, and none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect, especially at the age of 16, where there's a lot to learn, there's a lot to grow from. Once again, not excusing it, I think, but most people agree that you know, we don't need to be too aggressive with as far as exiling people from the community when there is room to be grown from. I know that's probably not always a popular opinion, and sure, some of you guys probably agree down in the comment section below. Definitely let me know what you guys are thinking. Unfortunately, it does look like right now the ESA will be having a different situation when it comes to the Pro League with their third player, Caprah. Will he remain? Will he come back in the near future? Let me know what you're thinking down below. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as always. Hopefully my voice will be back and better very, very soon. Until next time, I'll see you later, Gators.